Hey everybody, this is Verna, and I'm doing a Facebook Live today featuring one of the new really cute sets in our Celebration catalog. And if you don't know what Celebration is, it's really cool. We only used to have it once a year, but now we're having it twice a year. And for every $50 in product that you order, or you get to buy something free. You don't really buy it. You get it free from the Celebration catalog. And it's a little catalog. I'll show it to you. It is, I need to move this over more and turn my phone. So let's turn the phone around so things aren't upside down. And here's the catalog. I'm just getting my computer up here too. And so I can see how things look on here. And we need to go this way. All right. So this is a stamp set, counting sheet. It's great for birthdays, any age, but you could use it for baby card too. And this is the die set. It has the 3 different sheep shapes. Can't say that very fast. And hey, Teresa. And it has clouds and the balloon, a flag, and a sun. So it looks like my computer might be frozen. I hope I'm not frozen. Let me see if I can. There we go. All right. Nice to have you here, Teresa. It's just pouring rain today here in New York. But we have a little sunshine in our hearts, so we'll be thankful. So this is a Celebration catalog, and it's if you buy $50 in products, that you would get this free, and another $50 you would get this free. Or there's some other beautiful things in this catalog. So, oh, no rain there. Yeah, we have like a flash flood warning up, so I'm hoping we don't get that. So we'll start with our first card. Now, this is a card I did earlier this week, and I used the Pattern Play Designer Series paper with it. This is from that, and this is too. And the Pattern Play Designer Series paper is if you have a party, you can get it. I think it's only $18, but it's a huge pack of 12 by 12 paper. It's really pretty. So we're going to do this card, but we're going to do it in pink. Oh, and I forgot to grab the ribbon. This ribbon I love. It's in the new mini catalog for August to December. So we're going to do one in Petal Pink. And I've got my Petal Pink right here. This is 5.5 by 8.5. And it is scored at 4 1/4. And I got to grab my bone folder. Be right back over there. Okay. So I'm going to score that down good, and the card is actually going to go landscape like this. And I have a piece of basic black, and I believe this is 2.5 by 5.5, but I will post all of the measurements down below. It'll take me a little bit to do it, but I'll get them posted tonight. And then, or if you're watching this on the YouTube video, it will be below in the description, all the measurements and supplies for the cards. Okay, so first, before we put this down, I've got 4 pieces of, this is more of that Pattern Play paper. And I'm gonna go in about 1/2 inch on each side here. And I'm gonna make a little flag at the bottom of each of these. I'm gonna cut up like this, and from the corner to the center, and flag that. like that. And with each one of these, we're going to cut up about 1/4 inch and cut over to the center. More, go over the center. And that one I've got to cut over a little more. And one more. Like this. Okay. So I'm gonna, what I want to do is lay my 2 outside ones in about 1/4 inch from the edge. And you want it the same distance from the bottom as it is from the top. Just like that. And I'm going to take my seal and go right down the center of that. Or you can use glue, whichever you would like to do. So I'm going in about 1/4 inch, like that. And then I'm going to do the one on the other end, 1/4 inch. Got to stand up to see if that's the same height. Okay, that looks about right. And then these 2 center ones, we are going to space about evenly, not necessarily 1/4 inch. So they look evenly spaced from each other. This one I'm going to put in a little more. And right now is a great time to join Stampin' Up! They have a wonderful bundle incentive on top of what you already get. And actually I'm going to move this over a little bit. Hopefully without tearing the cardstock. Oh, I tore it. That's okay, that's going to be covered. Yeah, so you can choose a free bundle. You can also, you get $125 worth of product for just $99 plus it's shipped free. Hey, Margaret. Yeah, I know what you mean, Teresa, about the glue. So, and on top of that, they're sending out paper pumpkins. And then you get to choose a free bundle. So that is really awesome. Well, Margaret, how much rain have you gotten already today? I'm not sure how much we've gotten, but it's been pretty steady. And one of our barns is right where there's a creek, Slate Creek intersects with Bennett's Creek, and lots of times we get flooding there. So my husband was preparing things in case it did. Moving cattle. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I spoke at that, the Christian Businesswoman's thing. It was nice. I spoke about sheep and Psalm 23. It was nice. I got to see an old friend I haven't seen since high school. And high school was a long time ago. Oh, you've gotten 2 inches. Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we've gotten. Okay, so this is going right across the center here. And then I'm going to put my ribbon on over that. And this is in the holiday catalog. This is the gingham ribbon. And I'm going to tie it all the way around, so I want it pretty long. I'm going to put the bow on the left. Yes, it is still raining. And it's really muggy. Teresa said they don't have rain and they need rain now. Okay. So I'm tying my bow. That is crooked. I don't want that crooked. We'll turn that. So I saw an old high school friend and then another friend I hadn't seen in a long time. It was fun to see them. I work Tuesdays and Thursdays. My son has a law firm in the area. I am retired from Alfred University, but I work Tuesdays and Thursdays for him. And then Wednesdays and Fridays. Monday is usually all stamping stuff. Wednesdays is too. And so we stay busy, and then we have grandkids, so you ladies know how that is. All right, and I'm just gonna anchor that with a glue dot. And that is gonna go right here to hold that in place. All right, I have another piece of the Pattern Party paper, and I think this is 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I am going to stamp the 3 sheep across the front of this. And I want the one that's standing up. These are so cute. I'll try and keep this one the same. They might be a little lower. Maybe just a tad. And one more on the end here. Okay, now on this card, I cut around this where the sheep are, and this time I am just gonna leave it straight like a rectangle, and we'll see which way we like it better. And I'm gonna pop this up onto here with dimensionals. I've laid something, here they are. I'm going to use a lot of dimensionals because this is just DSP and I want it to hold up well. Margaret, I have your prize. I meant to mail it today and ran out of time with going to speaking, but I have it sitting ready to go out. So that will go out to you tomorrow. And last week, Arlene won watching this. And if you guys share and comment, same thing, we're doing prizes for this, prize patrol for this also. We had to get rid of our sheep because we had to sell them in the late 80s because coyotes came into the area, and they were on the hill, which was about 3.5, 4 miles above our house, and we just had no way to really take good care of them. Yeah, so I like that. I forgot to color our sheep noses. We want a little bit of, let's do the pink. And I'm just using a blends with this. This is Petal Pink. It's a really light pink. I used to feed a lot of lambs, orphan lambs we would get. Oh, you're welcome, Teresa. Okay, Margaret, I'll wait and send it with your club pack then, because that'll be going out pretty soon. And we'll use a little gray on the ears. Okay, I could color the little hooves, but I'm going to leave them. Now I'm going to add 3 balloons in each of their hands. Or their, not hands, you know what I mean. Their little feet. And I think I want it sticking up like that. So I'm just going to glue the bottom of the balloon. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of glue here. Not a lot on the balloon string. Okay. So I want that hanging off like that. And just a little scrape of balloon glue there. Thank you for sharing. Okay. So we've got our 3 sheep of the balloons, and we need a little sentiment there at the bottom. So I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper. Actually, I think I'll just put it on the inside. So I've got a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of paper for the inside. And I'm gonna stamp another sheep. Just like that. Thank you, Teresa. And now we need a birthday sentiment. I'm gonna go with what is in the set. So glad it's your birthday. If I can find it. Here it is. Oh, man. So glad it's your birthday. And I should use a Stamparatus, right, Margaret? Well, it's not too bad. And then this will go on the inside of the card. I meant to cut a piece of this designer series paper to put on the envelope flap. It would be really pretty. Because we need to not forget to decorate our envelopes. And our sheep will go right in here. He needs a little bit of pink on his face. And a little bit of gray on those ears. Okay. But I think this would make a really cute baby girl card. And then you could do it in blue for baby boy too. All right, that is card number 1. So card number 2 is this here. I'm going to show you how to stamp your sheep backwards. This is the normal stamp, and then I wanted it backwards for this one. So I'll go ahead and stamp those. So we need 1 of each. And then I'm going to die cut them out. Actually, I'm going to cut this a little thinner to fit in my mini machine. sorry, I didn't mean for that to plop down and be noisy. Thanks, Margaret. And Teresa. Okay, so here is the one that's standing up. And then we need 2 of the one that is on the ground standing. The one that's leaping in the air is not on this card. So first I'm going to start with the one that we're going to do backwards. I just want to make sure this is, yes, it's wide enough. So if you want to stamp an image that's the opposite, you need your silicone mat. You might be able to do it too with window sheets. And you're going to stamp, actually I'm going to use a stamp apparatus because I'll get a good inking on it. I don't have to worry about it. So I'm bringing in the stamp apparatus. I'm going to put my silicone mat right here. I'm going to hold it down with my magnets. Whoops, don't want to do that. Okay, so I want my sheep image right here. And I'm going to pick it up with this. I'm going to ink. Oh, I'm sorry, this is out of the image. Let me move it over for you. I'm going to ink that up good. I'm going to bring it in and I'm going to give it a good press. Okay. Then I'm going to ink it up good again. I'm going to bring it in. I want this inked up really well. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my paper that I have, and I'm going to lay that right over that. And it will pick up that image, and it will be backwards from the way you stamp it. So, okay, and there it is. And it came out pretty good. I'll wipe my silicone mat off. And then I want to ink this up on another one here on this. I need to clean that stamp. I'm going to lay this down. Yeah, Teresa, I can't remember who I saw do that. So you can do it with any images. You just need like the silicone mat to do it, or I think it'll work with the window sheets too. Okay, so we have our 3 images stamped. Now the trickiest part is going to be die cutting this. You can either fussy cut it. I did die cut it the other night. I held it up to the light and put the die, taped the die on it. And that's what I'm going to try to do right now. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so here's paper trimmer. And I'm just gonna cut these apart. Okay, Margaret, you do think it's the window sheet too, yeah. There's another stamp set, I think it's Count On Me, that has the bears in it that I've done that with. It's really, really nice to be able to do that. Okay, so we have our images. And I need my dies. Here they are. So this one is the one that's going to be backwards. And if you use I don't know if you can see it, but I can see the image here. So I'm going to lay this around that, and I've got a piece of Post-it tape. I can see the line. I can see these lines here. And I think that is lined up. Hang on a minute, I'm holding it up to the light. Yep. Okay, so if you hold it up to a light, you can see the outline on the other side, and tape it on there, and then you can die cut it. Yeah, that's true, it could smear. Okay, so let's get these die cut and get a move in here. I've gotten so I use that Post-it tape to hold my dies. It works really well. Okay, so yeah, so they didn't come out too bad. He's pretty good. And we'll do this guy. Tape this on here. I got this on Amazon, the Post-it tape, because we live in a kind of a rural area. We have like one Walmart, and so sometimes we end up having to order things online, as some of you ladies probably know. Oops, I think I tore this sheet. Oh, bugs. Nope, I didn't. I tore the Post-it tape. Okay. There's that one and one more. We need the standing up guy. Okay. I should have thought to do this ahead of time to save time, but I did die cut the next card ones out. So I like the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine because it's mini. It does save space. All right. Okay, so we'll start with our card base. It's 4 1/4 by 11. It's Pale Papaya. Burnish that down. I have a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 inch basic white cardstock that's going to layer on that. We'll center that on there. Oh, that's cute, to store it in the Stampin' Up! Lunch tote. Cute idea. Okay, now I have a piece of our in color vellum, and I found usually with vellum you have to be careful about the glue showing, but for some reason it really doesn't show on the back of this, I think because of the color and the glitter. And I'm just going to very lightly do each of the corners here. And I'm going to really do it down the center there because that will not show because it will be covered. And then this needs to be centered. Well, this has got to go up a little bit. It's a little longer than it is wide. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is there's a piece of the Pattern Play DSP, and this is, I think this is 1 by 5.5. And I did it wider on the other card, so we'll see which way we like it better. And I am going to take a piece of baker's twine and wind around this. I'm going to double it. And I want it like about 1/3 of the way up. And just do a bow. Okay. I'm going to snip that off about there. And this is just going to go flat. I'm not going to pop it up. So this is going to go across the whole length of the card, centered. Okay, this looks a little, get that down like that. Our bottom sheep, I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on. And it's actually from the Penguin Place stamp set, and I wanted it because it's very small, and I wanted to stamp it right on that sheep. And again, I'm using Memento black ink. Okay, so that's gonna go right there. And he's gonna be colored in a little bit. I'm gonna lay him on some scrap while I'm coloring so it doesn't leak through. I think I'll do his face gray, his or her. And we'll do the hooves gray. Got that one, this one. I have no idea what I'm fixing for supper tonight. I have leftovers. And one more. A sheep that's standing on the top. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I know it could be, this probably is the weather. Okay, and we're gonna pop this up with dimensionals. Maybe if I can, oh, here they are. And the Happy Birthday sheep is going to go on the bottom. And again, this would be another cute baby card. Made it with a baby greeting. Oh, you know, I don't have an air fryer and I would love to get one. Everyone, my daughter-in-laws, some of them have them and I think I would really enjoy it. It sounds really good, Margaret. Okay, so this sheep is gonna like stand on top of this one. And actually, I think I'm gonna move this down a little bit. There. And then this one is gonna be on top of that. And then our front is done. Except I did add Wink of Stella. We'll put one hoof on like that. Oh, I forgot there's a little flag this guy is holding. And we'll give him, we'll tear off a little bit of this here. I really like this flag. And that is gonna go in his little sheep paw, like that. And we need a little Wink of Stella to finish that up. Here it is. I thought it would look nice with the shimmery vellum. I'm just trying to get it going here. Hey, Rosalie. Oh, yes, Margaret, I forgot. Okay, for some reason this isn't working, so I'm not going to use that. It worked last night. I don't know why it's not working. Yes, we need to color the face on the top one. Okay, so there's the front. And we'll add a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece on the inside. And I think I'm going to stamp that standing up sheep. Rosalie, how are you? Okay, so we want him going this way. And we need a little greeting on the inside, and I'm going to use from Party Puffins, Make a Wish. Make a wish. I think the only ink I'm using is today is the Memento Black. There is Make a Wish. Thank you, Margaret. And we're gonna tape him down. Use a little Seal Plus here. Okay, so there's this card. I did do the hooves in black on this one, which I think I like better, and I think I like the paper wider better. So I'll put that in the directions. This isn't as wide. All right, so there's those two, Rosalie. This is the first one that we made. And the last card is a fun fold. It's this one. And this is called a Pull-Out Fun Fold, and I saw Libby Fens, I think it's Libby Stamps, did this one. I don't like how dark this sheep is, so I'm not going to do it that dark on the next one, but we'll do this one. This will be our last card. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece of, I've got Pacific Point here. And let's see, I got to get my directions here to tell you. Okay, so this is 4 by 9 3/4. And we're going to start with doing some scoring on this. So we're going to go on the 1.5 inch mark here. I'm going to line this up on the 1.5 inch mark. We're going to go from 3 inches to 7.5 inches with a scoring blade, which is a dark one. So over on here is, here's 3 inches right here. I can't see good over here. Okay, so I'm going to start there, and I'm going to go to 7.5 inches, which is right here. I'm going to cut all the way down to there. Okay? So we have this. We have the score line in here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to score, not cut, from here to the end of this. So I want this blade. And I'm going to go just to the end of where I cut that paper. All right? There's a score line there. And then we're going to score at 5 1/4. Okay, so right here we're going to go across the whole thing at 5 1/4. Now on this side here, we're going to start at 3 inches and score across to the cut mark. So we're going to line this up at 3 inches, and we're going to start and score down to the cut mark right to there. So our card folds like this, and then like this. And we've got a score mark there. So it's going to fold like this. Sorry. This way. Okay. Got it straight now. So this is going to come in like this. This here. This is going to fold out like this. And so it will lay flat to go in an envelope like that. Now, I just want to line this up and make sure I've got it right here. Okay, for some reason I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? This is the lower part. And that looks like it's in too far. You know what, you guys? I'm gonna redo this and I'll come back on and put it back on for you. Yeah, Teresa, I made it look easy, but it isn't right. I did something wrong. Oh, man. And on Facebook Live, too. I think what I did was, this is right here, but this larger section needs to be, oh, I just needed to turn it, maybe. No, this isn't right, because this isn't the same. I did something backwards, slightly backwards. Yeah, but it says in the directions 5 1/4, Margaret. And I think this was 5 let me see what this one is at. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I wrote it down wrong. Nope, this is 5 1/4. Scored at 5 1/4 there. So anyways, I will come back later in the week and do this one. So I will post the measurements for the other one. We'll come back and do that one, or I might come back and post it on later tonight. And thanks for hanging in there with me. I'll post these and this one, and I'll figure out what I did wrong on that. I think I did one side opposite of what it was supposed to be. So I hope you guys have a good evening. And Margaret, I can smell that salmon cooking. Okay, take care, and I'll redo the other one for you. All right, have a good night. Bye.